Hello everyone, welcome back to another video today. Today's video is going to be what if Zuko Midoriya was the son of Odin, or a son of Odin. So let me make sure some things are right before I start the video. Okay, everything is correct, so let's get started. So okay, let's just do this a mythical way. Okay. A long time ago. Well, not really that long, it's more of a couple hundred years. Odin wanted another son. Whoever the All-Mother could not bear another child. Since, I'm just gonna make this all up, okay, guys? Well, Odin's wife could not bear another child because she passed away. So, Odin set out on the world, asking Loki for help. Since Odin was Loki's father and Loki wanted a little brother, he would not do any mischief this time. Yet. So he let Odin look like a young man. And he set out on the world. He found a lovely woman named Inko. Together they had a little son. So Loki then came down to Earth and told Odin that that they have to go back. Inko asked him what do they mean, as Odin explained everything. Inko then nodded as they made agreement that when Izuku turns 4, he will be taken to Asgard, and every week of 1 month, 1 week per month, he will be taken back to Earth to live with his mother. So, after Izuku is found out to not have a quirk, Odin finds out it's been 4 years now, and he goes down to Earth. As the agreement said, if he were to have a quirk, he will not be taken to Asgard to be trained. But if he wasn't, he will be taken to Asgard and be trained. So they set off. Zuko asked his father where are they going, as Odin then just said, "My child, we are going to Asgard, the realm of the gods." So yeah, they went to Asgard. And Loki and Thor were happy to see their baby brother, though Izuku was a little scared of them. So yeah, although Izuku did not have a quirk, he actually had something special about him. Loki then said, well, I might as well let off the illusion. As he let go of the illusion, and Izuku had wings. So yeah, Loki put up an illusion for Izuku to see if he actually had a quirk or not. So yeah, Izuku smiled as then he started growing up, but trained every single day. So basically Izuku is almost immortal, and I'm gonna say that they're switching time periods between worlds. So yeah. So I would say they have the ability of switching time periods. So yeah. Odin just smiled at his son as so when Zuko was 10, he woke up to a loud scream as he heard Thor yell Loki. I'm pretty sure if you guys read about mythology, you guys would know about this story. He woke up and grabbed one of his wooden arrows and conjured his bow. A bow made of pure gold. Zuko walked over and Zuko had his quiver on him, full of around 100 arrows. Zuko groggily asked Thor what's going on as he saw Sif with no hair. Zuko immediately ran to Sif as he tried to calm her down. Thor rampaged around Asgard as he looked for Loki, while Zuko stayed with Sif to calm her down. Once Thor found Loki, he threw him into the room. Zuko grabbed an arrow and aimed it at Loki and charged his bow as he aimed the arrow at Loki's head. Brother, you can put down the bow now. I'm no threat. As Zuko then just put the bow away, as Thor sees that Sif is now calmed down a little, but is still crying, as he thanks Izuku for this. Izuku then says, "No problem, big bro." Then, so when Izuku was, so the gods were talking and Odin, and basically, so yeah, Izuku was there eating some things with class instead of like his brother Thor, who is chowing all of it down his throat. Odin then just made a joke saying, Thor, your brother is around 10 and he eats with more class than you. You should learn some manners from your brother." As the rest of the table just laughed. But then they got serious as they talked about what to do with Sif. They want to help her, but they don't know a way. So then Izuku proposes an idea. What about the dwarfs? They could help us. Yes. That would be reasonable. Yeah. But since I'm not the one who did it, I think Loki should do it. Brother. Why not you? You're the one who suggested the idea. As Odin slammed his fist on the table and said, "Loki, you did this. So you will have to do it." Yes, father. Yes, father. Yes. As Loki then went away out of the table. And so when Loki went away from the table, he devised a plan. So he tricked two dwarf families into a build-off. So yeah. Now, although they in the original one, each family gave each of the gods one item. Knowing that Izuku's the youngest, if he were to get more items, they could have an easier win. So The first dwarf family that Loki told made a quiver of unlimited arrows. Wait a minute, guys. Okay, so they made a quiver of unlimited arrows, a circular golden shield of unbreaking. No matter on how hard you hit it, it could never be broken. And the sharpest sword of all the 9 realms. With one swift move, it can cut through anything, and it is unbreakable and cannot be rusted. While the others saw this and said, "At this rate, they will get more. So let's get that kid more." Yeah. Then they start working on Izuku's gifts. Okay, so they start working. They made a book of unlimited pages. It just looks like a normal journal book, leather journal, with around, I would say, 300 pages, but it's unlimited. The sheets are so thin you can barely see them. So yeah, basically it's like a normal journal, but it has unlimited pages, no matter what it looks like. Then they made 3 of the fastest horses of all the 9 realms. A satchel of unlimited space, and a golden chariot. The 3 brothers of the second dwarf family said they will win this for sure. And the first dwarf family was listening in on this, as they need to make a more powerful. So they set off, and they sent a treasure hunter to look for something. And he brought it back. Now the second dwarf family was making a mystery surprise for him. So the mystical artifact that the first dwarf family was sent a treasure hunter to look for was the power gem, or the power stone. Now, nah. Yeah, if you guys actually thought I was gonna give him that, no, it'll basically be way too strong. The first dwarf family could not find the artifact that they were looking for. So then the deadline came in. As the second dwarf family finished the last objects. A fruit tree with all types of fruit on it. There's no limit to how much it has. And the last one, the reality stone. So they finished. the gods came and invited Zuko to be a judge in it, since it was his idea. So they gave Thor his hammer. They gave a ship, a spear, rings, hammer, a hair, a boar. Then they gave Izuku all the gifts. So at the end, Izuku was handed a red rock. He asked, "What is this?" As then Odin got mad as they thought that because they did not know what it was yet. Then he said, "How dare you disrespect my son by giving him a rock?" But Izuku being the demigod of mercy, he stopped his father from smiting them with the spear. Zuko then just said, "I think I heard about this stone. Doesn't it control the basis of reality?" The dwarf said, yes it does." Zuko smiled as he said, "Thank you." Then the dwarfs gave Izuku arm rings. Then they said, no matter what part of your body you put it on, they will change their size. Here are 3. One to keep your tunic on from, coming off of you. The second for your right arm, and third for your left arm. Thank you. No problem. Then here's your fruit tree of unlimited fruits. Thank you. I'm forever in your debt for all these great gifts. Now, so then all the gods huddled as Loki was scared because they gave Izuku the best gifts of all. Izuku then chose the second family, as then they prepared their axe. Once Izuku said that, they decided the second family. So they were preparing their axe to chop off Loki's head. But then Loki said, but you can have my head without damaging my neck." Thinking that this would work, the dwarfs now realized they couldn't damage Loki's neck without taking off the head. Izuku then said, "Oh, that'll be simple." As he then used the Infinity Stone to make Loki's head come off without damaging the neck. Then the dwarfs thanked Izuku. As Loki then said, "Brother, help me. Don't worry, I'm going to put your life in your body so you can regrow your head." They would just have a dead head then. Actually, that's a really good idea. So they got the head of Loki, but not the life. Loki's head then regenerated over a week. Sif got her golden hair, as she thanked Izuku for calming her down when her hair was stolen by Loki. So, yeah. Izuku was not ever given a god title before, as his father then said when Izuku was 13, saying that it's your time to take your step into being a god, Izuku. Find your specialty, and you will, and make people respect you. I will, Father. Then Izuku is sent to Earth. As Izuku is told he can only bring 3 items. Izuku was able to get around that rule by hiding a lot of the items in his satchel, bringing the reality stone with him as well. Izuku also brought the unlimited fruit tree and his sword, but he could not hide his wings. Odin then said, "I will strip your powers from you, but you can regain them if you're worthy. You are worthy, and you have to have the people believe in you." Understood. So then Odin grabbed the sword of Izuku and enchanted it. So then Izuku started doing good deeds for the people of the Vikings. Zuko always told him that he's the son of Odin. So everyone started liking him. He gave them food in the harsh winters. He helped them hunt when they couldn't. One day, the village was under attack that Zuko has protection over. Zuko was given 2 options then: to flee and get his powers back, or earn them. Izuku wanted his title, as well as protect the village. So he did. He fought without his godly powers, taking arrows into the back, but always was determined to keep on going. With this, Zuko was then shot in the heart as he called for his sword and his 3 horses that were locked to his chariot. So they arrived. Izuku. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering why Izuku did not use the reality stone, Odin took that from Izuku, replacing it with a ruby. So yeah. Odin then went on to see over the fight. He deserved his title. Izuku, god of the sky and love. And being the god of the sky meant so many things. He is the god of the sun. He is the solar god, the lunar god, ocean. He can manipulate all of those. So when Izuku got his powers back, he destroyed all the ships with one movement. Izuku's wings started regenerating on his back. The Vikings cheered and thanked Izuku for the help. Then once Izuku was done, they wanted to give Izuku the tree back. Izuku then said, "No, it's yours. But when I come back, but the day I come back, I will bring it with me. I will give you a seed to plant one of your own once I return. But before he did, he started doing Viking unions. And every year on a wedding day, they pray to the god of the sky and love and mercy as well. Zuko was a fast warrior, stronger than Thor. So when he went home, so the day he went home to his mother, he saw her dead on the floor, a gunshot wound. Tried to feel if her quirk what happened, as he saw a man with a mask. Took her quirk and shot her. Zuko then went back to Asgard and cried to Odin, saying that his mother was gone. Odin hugged Zuko as now, as the agreement, he would spend the rest of his days until he turns 15 here, but he can come back to train. Thanks to Heimdall. So, also, if you guys are wondering how this is possible for him to go to the Viking age and back, he's doing this by using time manipulation, or time travel, which I'm going to add to his abilities. It's just an unknown ability that Zuko uses himself. So yeah. Well, at a party with all of Zuko was eating with his brothers. Then they started playing some party games. Thor put down his hammer as he said, "Whoever's worthy of lifting Mjolnir will get to be the next king of Asgard." So then all the gods started to pile on and try to lift the hammer. Loki then used an illusion to make it look like he was able to lift it. But then Thor said, "Enough, Loki, stop using your illusions." As it then showed Loki literally trying all his strength to lift Thor's hammer. Then it was Zuko's turn as he was drinking some juice, apple juice. Yeah, I'm gonna say they had apple juice for Zuko since he couldn't drink under his mother's rules. Legit, even Odin was terrified of Izuku's mother. And it said in the whole quote thing, blah blah blah, once she dies, Odin will take 3 months to try to bring her back to Asgard, which means arranging deals with the Japanese gods, so blah blah blah, as well as God, until she gets to to Asgard. So yeah, Zuko was then told to. So then Odin was tried to lift the hammer, but since he was the original king, the hammer didn't let him. So everyone was looking at Zuko as they're waiting for him to try. So then Izuku said, "Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be able to lift the hammer." So then Izuku, because before Izuku went down to Earth to help the Vikings for 300 years, legit, he spent 300 years helping the Vikings. 3 generations. So yeah. So Thor didn't think Izuku could lift the hammer. So then Izuku got on the table and picked it up with ease. As he then started twirling it around, as he asked if this is even the real hammer, since it's really light. Thor and every of the other gods were surprised that Zuko could lift the hammer. As Zuko then said, "What? Pretty easy." So yeah. So Thor then said, "Well, I'm older than you, so you're not going to become the new king after Odin is gone." On as Thor lifts up the hammer, pulling Izuku up to his level. So yeah. Okay, it's still recording. Izuku just said, "Okay, brother," as he let go of the hammer, landing on his chair. But still, you're worthy to wield Mjolnir. But over my dead body, you will take it. Okay, brother. Whatever you say. So they dig in. So Zuko then woke up and it was his 15th birthday. As he was studying her classes on, well, wait a minute, guys. Zuko was doing online classes from Earth to Asgard. And he goes back. So yeah. So Zuko. So Thor asked Zuko if he would want to, take a journey through the world, through the realms. Zuko then said, "Sure." As Zuko packed his sword and put on his quiver, Thor then did the rest with him. Oh yeah, when Izuku did not use his powers, when I meant he it's gonna be hard. Izuku was just using regular items from back in the era of the Vikings. He was not using his items. So yeah. Izuku then went on through the realms and accidentally tripped through and went into the he went into, wait a minute, guys. And when Izuku tripped, he landed into a realm that he did not know. Zuko then looked around as he noticed that it was the banishment realm, where Odin banishes people. Zuko looked for life around here as he then saw someone with black hair. When the woman looked at him, she just laughed as she said, "Why isn't it my baby brother? Who are you? I don't think I have a sister, do I? Are you her?" As then, so this, guys, is Hela. As one of you guys wanted me to do this. So yeah. Izuku just played around with Hela, playing tag, and Hela started to feel something else than anger. So yeah, Izuku let Hela try his bow out, and when she tried it, the arrow did not go as far as Izuku's arrows. But she was still impressive on how far it went. But then Odin, with 3 Asgardian guards, Loki, Thor, and several Valkyries, arrived as Izuku is shocked. Then Odin saw her. Hela. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So yeah. After feeling something else in anger, Hela just walked to Odin and cried as she hugged him, asking if she can go back. Odin said that he will let her back on condition if she does not fight anyone. So she does. Wait a minute, guys. So yeah, searching about godhood things, and well, let's just say Zuko's and his godhood. But since he's a half-breed, a half-bred, or a hybrid between a god and a human, he's a demigod. But he is stronger than his brother Thor. So Hela is let back into Asgard. And it was the day of Thor knowing if... So yeah. Odin, a few days later, Odin said that Thor was not ready to be king, which drove Thor angry. Now when Thor was angry, he did not like that. Zuko did not like it. He was scared, so he ran into his sister Hela. So Thor then began a plan to show Odin that he was ready. If you guys know about this is from the MCU. So yeah. So Thor, knowing that Izuku now... So Thor knows that Izuku will not let genocide happen, and Hela did not want to contribute in this. And so basically she was one of the protectors of Asgard, who she trained, and she started training to be it. So yeah. So Thor then, knowing that Izuku does not like genocide, he told Izuku that the Frost Giants are planning to attack Asgard. And so Loki, part of this plan, had an illusion of, a plan that they were able to get from a spy. A fake, well, it's not really real, it's just like a illusion. So yeah. Izuku was fooled by this and prepared his sword with his bow and arrows. So then they went on. Oh yeah, this was days after the whole Farah incident, where a giant just wanted to have Farah as his wife in return for Thor's hammer. So yeah. So yeah. Izuku then went on to fight alongside Farah, some of Thor's friends, and with Loki and his big brother Thor. Izuku took the skies as when he arrived, he went straight up into the sky, making it windy as hell. Zuko can also control the weather. So he made it snow. Well, not snow, he just made it rainy, knowing that if there's rain, it will melt ice. Believe me, this actually works. Because, I mean, it melts ice cream, so why not? So, yeah. Zuko makes a rain cloud as he starts cutting through starts cutting through frost giants. While in the middle of the fight, one frost giant grabs Izuku's foot, and Izuku goes for a swing to cut the frost giant's hand off, when another one grabs Izuku's arm, and they start pulling on Izuku's wings. Izuku tries to get out of there as one dislocates Izuku's wing bones and throws Zuko into a pillar of ice. Thor and the rest of the gang is backed up as they look for Zuko and see him crouched, see him against an ice pillar with bloody wings. Thor not realized that in his rage, he hurt Izuku. Izuku tried to fly, but he couldn't, since his right wing was broken. Then Odin came, as he was really pissed with Thor. So, when they got home, Asgardian medics came to Izuku's aid, as they noticed that he had several injuries. Thor was yelling at Odin, saying that this would have happened if he would let him be king. Odin, in rage, makes Thor unworthy of Mjolnir. So yeah. Heimdall helps Zuko up and to walk to the medics. Because Izuku can heal people, but he can't heal himself because he can't really touch his wing, the bones, where it's dislocated. So Odin sends Thor back in time from when Izuku was from. Not like legit when Zuko was from, he just went back to the 20th century. So yeah, the whole Marvel series begins. So yeah. Zuko then is ready to go to school since he's 16 now. Well, physically 16, mentally 700 years. So 316 plus being in Asgard. So, okay, I'm just gonna say Izuku is 316 years old. Since he spent 300 years in, well, on Earth back in the Viking era. So Izuku was given a seed to retake the tree. When Zuko got there, he was surprised because he was back in his world and went back to where he planted a tree, and was surprised what he saw. The Vikings, they took care of the tree, and when Zuko landed, people that heard legends of a Norse god or demigod that helped them during war. And every feast of marriage, they will pray to the god. Once Izuku returned, they were surprised as the people still wore the traditional Viking era, or more of now era things, but still hold on to tradition. Then Izuku looked around as he saw the tree. He held the seed in his hand as he said, "No." As they asked if he was planning on taking it back now. As he said, "No. You guys can have it." As Zuko wanted to make an excuse for not wanting to take it back, so he said it was a test to see how long you can take care of this tree. But take care of it. You guys took care of it for another thousands of years. Around 11,000 years. So yeah, 360. So Zuko is. So yeah, they think Izuku is 11,316 years old, but he's actually just 316. So yeah, he just uses time travel. So then he saw that several ceremonies were happening, and they asked if Izuku would help them with this. Izuku agreed and helped them with the ceremony. As then he saw that they didn't have enough money to pick out everything, so Izuku, using the reality stone, was able to, just help around, making the reality and turning what Zuko would call a bad wedding into a castle-like wedding. Everyone was surprised. As he said, "Well, I'm the god of love. So I say that this is gonna be a good wedding." As he announced both, as he was not actually really sexist, because he actually loved fighting alongside Valkyries, knowing that women could fight too. So yeah, Zuko helped them and said that he has a seed that he'll have a new tree for himself, and he thanked them for taking care of the tree for so long. So Zuko went to Japan and got a house. So Zuko started hanging up a lot of things there. And I took the entrance exam. And with the storm that he created, everything was better than it was. at the start. Izuku took down almost every robot, but left enough for other students to get some points. So yeah, Izuku tried to explain to them that he was a son of Odin, but they didn't take that really much. So Izuku then fell in love, had feelings for one hero, aka Midnight. So yeah. So every time Izuku saw Midnight, he would always flirt with her. And he did not never used his own powers against Midnight, aka love manipulation. Oh yeah, Izuku also has his own enemy, aka Cupid. Both archers with wings and are symbolisms of love. So yeah. Basically, Zuko changed all of Norse history forever, being the god of the sky and love. So, Zuko was rested up now and was ready to fight. Ah, my neck. So, when Zuko got the next day, when Zuko got to UA for an entrance exam, not for an entrance exam, to go to class, a lot of fucking ladies just laughed at him saying that he was a son of the god of side. So, Zuko wanted to prove them. He said, okay, I want to bet, I want to have a bet. If I'm right, all of you owe me your life. Now, Zuko's just lying on this, and he does not have control of that. But if I'm right, if you're right, I will be your servant for all of you. So, as all it was said, okay. So then, Izuku said, Heimdall, take us back. As a lightning type rainbow thing came from the sky. I think it's called the Bifrost thing, whatever. But anyways, Izuku then took everyone to Asgard. Then he saw Thor. And Momo was taking notes about this, as Izuku then just gave her his book. And then showed her all the details of every god and everything. Even some things they did not know about it. So yeah. One of the things is that Thor is basically a big teddy bear to his family. So yeah, except for Loki. He beats Loki anytime he does something wrong. So yeah. So Thor looked at Izuku seriously and asked him, why is there mortals here? Izuku then said, as he got an idea, as he said, well, I want to take them all on a field trip throughout Asgard. If that's okay with Odin. His father, I mean. Oh, yes, I'm sure he'll be happy to see this. Then Odin said, okay. I'm okay with this, as long as they don't destroy anything. So yeah. So they decided on a whole school outage and brought the principal with them. So yeah. Midnight was there, and Izuku kept on pulling some flirts with her. So yeah. So Nezu started to say that this was amazing. He never seen anything like this. Zuko then said, well, it is. I can show you around the palace as well. You guys can even stay for the night, and we can turn around when the same day as the first day of UA. Because unlike anyone else that knows about this, well, besides my family, I can actually time travel. So I can get back there the same day. As everyone is actually surprised by this. So then they all explore around Asgard. And met every single god. At the end of the night, after having dinner, they all went to guest rooms. But midnight had a little things to drink, wine. So she was able to sleep with Izuku. Now Izuku did not spike anything of the wine. He was just Midnight. It was just something Midnight wanted to do, but the alcohol made her want to do it more. So yeah. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys love the video, and I hope I can do more of this. So, bye guys.